I'm Josh from Josh at the Movies, and this is Allison. We work on the site together.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you too.
We saw 9 Days as part of the Atlanta Film Festival a couple months back, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, we fell in love with it there, and really happy that it's
Uh,
getting a wide release and all of that.
Thank you so much. That's really kind of you.
It's one of
Um,
our favorites of the year.
yeah,
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's nice.
Every single day, someone hurts someone else. Every single day, someone takes someone else's life.
Why are you focusing on that?
Why are you not focusing on that?
You've been here a few days, but you've lived every second.
Are you afraid?
Of what?
Nine days.
9 days.
what's something about the project, even if just a particular scene that you're most excited for people to see and to, I guess, share with everyone when it comes out?
I think, yeah, I think the monologue for sure, right? At the end, it's something that's so, you know, their performances are so amazing and so visceral, and yeah, I love everything about that scene. And some other scenes that I love too is like the beach scene and the bicycle scene as well. It's interesting that the bicycle scene, before I started filming the movie, actually I created this proof of concept, and that I even put online, and I was trying just to show people how it would look like, you know, when they're reading the page. At least I have a kind of a idea. So it's kind of special just to see from what it was and what it became, you know, when you shot the movie. So I think those scenes were some of my favorite scenes in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was actually one of my favorite kind of elements of the movie is when all the
Mhm.
candidates, they get their one last wish, the meaningful moment.
Mhm.
And did you have like a primary inspiration for the emotional sequences in this movie?
I think I want it to be like theatrical. I think it's so much about nostalgia and like going to back to like moments that you think. It's interesting. Like just imagine moments that for me was, you know, things that I miss the most, you know, and or moments that were really special in my life. They're not necessarily were like about big achievements or anything, but it's more like a time of when I was dancing with, friends or something, or like those simple moments that they're so, you know, I miss them so much, but at the same time they feel big, you know, inside, but they're not, that they're nothing about, you know, glamorous about it. It's just like big inside. So I think I want to recreate that in a way that I felt very intimate, almost like theatrical, in a way that only you experience that in your own way, through your subjective, you know, lenses. So I think more or less that's where I was coming from when I create those moments.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I liked how it was about kind of finding the beauty in the simplest moments that life has to
Yeah.
offer,
Uh-huh.
like you're saying.
Uh-huh.
And I found that really relatable myself too.
Mhm.
Why do you think that audiences need a message like this of positivity more than ever right now?
Yeah, it's interesting. People who watched the film before the pandemic, and they watch again, and they just come to me and they say like, oh yeah, it was such a different, you know, I could relate even more with the film, which was very interesting to see, because I think right now we all somehow experience like high levels of isolation, you know, of like fear, of like going through like struggles I think we haven't uh, gone through like before. So I think uh, I don't know, when I create something, when I'm writing something, I want to talk to people who are feeling more or less the same feelings I'm feeling now, you know, and that helps me not to feel alone, but also possible to make people feel less lonely as well. So I think it's a message is just like you're not alone, you know, and there are other people who are there or being there. So but and of course there are like moments of struggle, and there always be, you know, but there's so much joy as well that you can, you know, enjoy. So it's not that I want them to just forget about moments of struggle and all those difficult moments, but I think more like appreciate when very special moments happen in your life, I guess.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great message. Um, so much of the film revolves around VHS tapes.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell us a little bit about the choice to use old school technology to display the memories and, you know, the lives of the real world?
Yeah, no, 100%. It's I think VHS and like tube TVs, they all like, you know, bring us back to some kind of nostalgic feeling, at least for me, you know. And I think this movie is so much about nostalgia, which is pretty much like not being able to grasp something that already, you know, went away, you know. And but also like when it was writing 9 days, I imagined that the house would represent who Will was when he was alive. So and I think after he died, and imagine he died like in the 80s. So he got imprisoned in that time period. So everything that's, you know, in the house belongs to a period that goes until that, you know, 80s period. So that's why you're not gonna see like Mac, you know, iBook or something like that, or iPhone or things that are from more contemporary. So he's stuck in that period of time.
Yeah, that's really cool too, because like you were saying, all about nostalgia, and that definitely links right back to you know, nostalgia of like the 80s and the early 90s for
Uh-huh.
sure. Um, I have a couple other questions, but I'll just go with
Sure.
the ending question because we only have
Oh
so
yeah,
much.
no problem. Yeah.
Um, so I just wanted to talk briefly about the ending. Me and Allison were kind of like back and forth about the exact, I guess, like message of the ending, but we're wondering if Will was chasing after Emma to save her or to help her transition to life, or just to simply be there for her when she drifts away. I know it's, you know, not really exactly cut and dry, but I was just wondering about your exact point of view on that.
Yeah, on that note, I think it's I don't want to come with like an exact conclusion. I feel like it's just so much about your interpretation, you know, and I know it's kind of frustrating sometimes, but I like people reading it, so like, oh, that's what it happens, you know. So for this one, I just gonna let the audience just like, you know, they figure out their interpretation to it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I respect that, you know.
Yeah.
Will seemed to be more in favor of Emma due to her unique qualities. Why do you think that Kane was ultimately chosen to receive the gift of life over Emma? Because he seemed more drawn to her.
Yeah, I think like Will, he went through a lot, you know, when he was alive, and he went through like a lot of pain and a lot of bad experience, and he thought of himself as someone who was too sensitive, you know. Maybe he wasn't prepared to, you know, thrive in this like very tough war that it's out there. So I think when you know when you see Amanda, he sees like someone who, you know, had some qualities that are very similar to what he was, but she was kind of different, so she could, you know, survive in the war. And I think when she, you know, when he realized that she killed herself, it comes to a conclusion that yeah, I can't be sending this kind of souls to the war, you know, people like me. I need to send people who, you know, I know will thrive, will survive, you know. Not necessarily they will he agrees with what they do, but he knows that they will be survivors. And Kane, as you can see, he's a survivor. He's someone who will adapt, and someone who will do whatever it takes to just you know, have it done.
I really like that explanation, actually. That makes so much more sense, because I was so frustrated. I'm like, why didn't he pick her? And I get so sad.
Yeah, he wanted to, you know, and especially yeah, after, and there's even like a part of the film, and when he's, you know, arguing with Kyo and saying like, you know, Kyo wants to send her, but he's like, yeah, I can't send flowers when everyone else is sending pigs. I can send. It's almost like if everyone agree, okay, let's just send Emmas to the world, he can send Emmas, you know. But if people around her they're not like that, it's harder for her. Maybe she would survive, but he wanna at least guarantee this time I'm not screwing things up, and because for him it's important. Yeah.
I do want to say that this film, I hope that so many people see it just because I don't know, it was so emotional and it was
Oh, thank you.
it's related to like everything other. It was just really, it was heartwarming and
Thank you.
it's a wonderful
Thank you.
film.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spread the word, and yeah, let people know about it, and yeah,
I'll be telling everybody about this because honestly,
thank
I
you.
watched it 4 times already. I loved
Wow.
it. As soon as
Oh
I finished
wow,
the
this is
first time,
amazing. Thank you.
I had to watch
Wow.
it again.
That's
So,
great. That's great. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you.
yes, thank you so
Appreciate it.
much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.